Recording now.
What's up, everybody? This is Josh, and
This is Trenton with SoutheastPitReport.com.
thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. You guys have been a blast the last couple of weeks. Here is episode 3 of Straight Out the Pit.
Yes, it is. Awesome. So, Josh, what were you just jamming when
I
we were
can't
talking?
tell you. It's a secret.
Is this?
It's a
Oh,
secret.
it's a secret.
We can't tell you yet.
I believe I know the secret.
I know because you were there.
Yep. Now I can't say where I was.
Trenton's got a secret. Well, where were you last night, Trenton?
I was in Atlanta,
In Atlanta.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Hanging out with our good friends in the funeral portrait.
Shout out to Lee. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, buddy.
And my new friends in Native Son, who I got for our new segment you guys don't know about, called Sound Check, where we talk to
Sound
upcoming
check, 1, 2.
artists who are unsigned or just got signed or trying to just give them a little extra promotion to tell everybody who they are. Therefore, they can be on a podcast with someone who is bigger than they are, kind of like a whole local band or small band opening up for a bigger band kind of thing, except on a podcast. So
It's on a podcast.
we got Native Sons. We got 3 of them so far.
I know
Ready
it.
to
I'm
go.
excited, man.
Yeah.
Our podcast has really taken off, and really excited about our guests. We are lining up guests from now until the end of the year.
Yeah, unfortunately, we had one and he had to reschedule today.
Yeah,
So
he'll be coming back on, and you'll be catching him. We're not going to give that guest away yet. We've got one
we
that
can give a hint.
no,
No hints.
don't take it away. That's kind of part of a song.
It's a band and they play music.
It's a band, and they play with this little known band called Skillet. A lot.
They were like founded by them. That's your hint. Yeah, Skillet discovered this band that we were supposed to talk to today, but they had to drop for scheduling purposes and everything, which is fine. So,
Yeah, we'll have them back.
Yep.
We've got somebody next week that I'm not going to say in case it does fall through again.
Yeah.
But those guys are fun. We've talked to them before, but not on the podcast.
That one's gonna be awesome.
They were on Warp Tour. Let's see. We've got one more scheduled for October already.
Which one's that?
You know who that is. They've
Oh.
got an album coming out.
Well, this is October now. So
Oh, yeah, it is.
It's October 1st. So I'm like
Yeah.
scheduled in October. I'm like, who? You just said talked about 2 of them. That
Well,
were
we've got one scheduled for the end of this month.
yes. We
But
do.
anyways, Trenton, you were down in Atlanta last night hanging out with the funeral portrait in Paris, and
I didn't technically. Well, a few of the Paris guys I got to hang out with for a little bit, but no, people could say they literally hung out with Issues last night because they came out and stood in the bus parking lot and talked to people for like a good hour or so after they got done, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so it was pretty cool. Shout out to my new friends in Native Sons. They were freaking awesome. Go check out their EP. It's really awesome. So.
and then you hung out with or talked to another band.
Last night?
Yeah, wasn't Bad Son on that?
Oh, Bad Seed Rising.
Bad Seed.
I didn't talk to them, but we might have a little something possibly late 2015 lined up with them if things fall into place. So look out for that. But yeah, shout out to the opening bands last night: Native Sons, Bad Seed Rising, and the Funeral Portrait. All did spectacular.
And
So,
if you don't know who the funeral portrait is, we've got an interview with them that we did this time last year.
yeah, actually, yes, we should have had 2 up by now, but technology likes to break and stuff, so that had to result in getting it set up another time.
Yeah, well, we'll have those guys on, but so let's talk about a little music news, man.
Yeah, kick us in with a new jam that is part of our news.
Well, I'm gonna go with a new jam that.
This is a pit starter for sure.
Yeah, listen. if this doesn't get you motivated and like get your blood pumping and feet moving and pit started, I don't know what will. But this is a new track from.
No, don't say yet. Just let it play. Just let it play out. Let it play.
Does anybody know who that is?
It's got a nice little beat to it.
I know it. I'm about to like jam out.
Yeah, like go do the middle of the song where the vocals kick in.
I'm gonna let it just kind of build up.
Yeah, you can like cruise a little bit to this. Oh yeah.
So if you haven't heard yet, the Pope has not only been in the United States, but he's also going to be releasing an album.
Dropping that mixtape.
What? That was seriously the craziest thing I think I've heard in a long time.
I thought it was like a hoax.
I really did too. I was like, there is no way that the Pope is going to be releasing.
Okay. What I don't get, we're gonna step into a little, just a little.
I'm just gonna
blurb
let
about-
this play. Do you care if I let this play?
I don't care if it plays.
I hope everybody's like jamming out to this, like bobbing their heads
No,
and
but
stuff.
how can some churches in America be like, no drums, no guitar, then the Pope drops a prog rock album?
Yeah, I know. The Pope's just like, I'll do what I want. I don't
Yeah.
care. So, but yeah, this is called "Wake Up, Go, Go." Don't confuse it with the new Islander track.
Yeah, they dropped it because of this. Yeah, if you don't know, our friends in Islander, they dropped a new song called "Wake Up" as well, which is a lot heavier than I anticipated it being. So
It's definitely not as chill as the Pope song.
no chill, zero chill whatsoever.
Zero chill on the Pope. But yeah, man, so the Pope's going to be releasing a track. And so, yeah, keep an eye out for that. And if that's not good enough for you guys, Trent, you got a little taste of something last night.
Yeah, so that everybody else did too, coming on in. Like kind of gave the secret. Issues on. They're getting ready to go out with "Bring Me the Horizon." I believe it starts either late this week or next week with Paris. And there wasn't an Atlanta date on the tour, so Issue said, we're going to give you an Atlanta date. And they performed a brand new song. And according to what was gathered on stage, it's called The Realist. And I'm going to let this play out a little bit. This is a live recording of it.
This was brand new, unless you've been on YouTube checking out stuff. This is a never-before-heard song by the band Issues called The Realist. And unless you were in Atlanta last night, you did not hear this.
Or one of the 87 people on YouTube who watched this.
Yeah,
so far.
there's apparently 87 people.
Ooh, got a little rapping new metal thing going on there.
Let's turn this up. I dig it.
Yeah. Tyler killing it like always.
So you guys that are listening, you can say you heard it first right here on Straight Out the Pit. This song is is new, and they're performing it on this tour completely, right?
If the set list that Paris and Issues played last night, then yes, this is going to be on the new tour. It's got a little pop feel to it, which it kind of has like a lazy feel, not like a boring feel, but a lazy where you can just like vibe out and chill, cruise down the highway, windows down, just like nodding your head to it.
I dig it, man. I like how it's got a good mixture of clean and stream vocal.
Michael's singing now. Listen to that. That's different.
Yeah, this video will be up on our YouTube channel and on our website here shortly on southeastpitreport.com.
Courtesy of how do you say, I don't even know how to say that name. Yeah, the guy who posted this last night. If you want to go follow him on YouTube, he's got a ton of cool concert videos up. MRSHAMOOZOO. Mushroom Zoo, I think it's out.
Something like that.
Huh?
Something like that.
Something like that. But yeah, thanks to him for being so courteous to us and everything. Shout out to him.
He got some pretty killer shots last night. I got some good stuff from the Funeral Portrait and Issues in Paris.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's a new track by the band Issues called The Realist. So they played it live last night in Atlanta.
No set release date for the single or anything. So probably during sometime this tour, maybe December or so, they'll drop it out. Well, Christmas present maybe, but yeah, no news on when it's coming out. But that's the first, I guess, recording of it that's been given to the public. So
we'll have that up here shortly
in
the next little bit. But yeah, we've got a new segment that we're going to start doing for you guys called Soundcheck. Trenton talked about it a little bit earlier, giving unsigned bands or bands on a smaller label a little bit of PR, giving them something, getting their name out there, getting people that may not have heard of them, giving them a chance to hear them. So But yeah,
I can introduce this band real quick.
Well, just a real quick, gonna give you a word from our sponsors. Soundcheck is brought to you in part by Carolina's Choice Realty.
Oh, we're sponsored by them now.
Well, yeah, they wanted to throw a little advertisement spot on there. So for anybody that has a business that wants to advertise on our podcast, get in touch with me at josh@southeastpitreport.com. And but yeah, Carolina's Choice Realty right here in the upstate of South Carolina. If you're looking to buy, sell, rent, get some land, do some investments, whatever.
Start a new venue
for anybody listening. Yeah, get in touch with them at carolinaschoiceproperty.com.
And what is up, everybody? This is Trent with SoutheastPitReport.com coming at you with a new segment called Sound Check, where today we check in with Michael from the band Boys of Fall. Let's check in and see what he had to say about his band, his tour, and news they have coming up in the future.
I'm Mike. I sing for Boys of Fall, and currently we are on tour with our friends in Dear You, and this is the second to last stop, and I sing for the band Boys of Fall.
Describe your sound and what you guys are about and everything, and who some of your inspirations are, who y'all take influences to and all that.
Well, we're like a heavier pop punk. Some inspirations to go off is like, it's pretty much like A Day to Remember meets Memphis Mayfire meets Mayday Parade. As weird as that sounds, it's pretty much what sums us up as a band.
Okay, what's the reaction been to everybody with this, unique sound and all that?
Good so far. We're heavy enough to like pull in a heavy crowd, but we're like poppy enough to get people that don't really like screaming to kind of stick around and watch and get involved. So it's a cool balance and mixture.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what kind of music do you have out now? Are y'all working on a new release or all that kind of stuff?
So we have an EP out. It's called The Call Out, and it's been out for like 3 years now, and we've been trying not to sell it ever, and we've took it off like everything because we hate it so much. But other than that, we have a YouTube channel filled with a bunch of acoustic covers, and then just that we've released 2 singles off the new EP that we're going to be putting out. We don't have a release date yet because every time we set one, something pops up and we can't put it out. But we have an EP ready to go that we recorded with Johnny Frank, and as soon as we can release it, it will be out.
Okay. So what are your plans for the rest of 2015 and I guess the first few months or half of 2016 going forward?
We are going to be leaving for tour at the end of October, and it's going to be like an 18-day run, and I'm not allowed to say yet who it's with, but it's going to be it's an 18-day run. It goes basically down to Texas and back like towards Florida and back up the East Coast.
Okay.
And we got some big shows at home, and then just like a couple, one-off stuff. We're playing a CD release show with Picturesque. They just signed with Equal Vision.
I love that band.
Yeah, we're going to be playing with them in Kentucky. So that'll be the end of October-ish, like right before we go on tour. So it's pretty much just like finishing out the year strong with shows, and then we're going to be going early next year and hitting tour hard.
Okay, awesome. So what are some goals that are in the near future for you guys to reach? I know everybody has the big goals they want to do with the career and stuff. What are some immediate goals that you guys are reaching as a newer band coming up through the scene, whether it be, management, labels, records, what's the next step for Boys of Fall going forward?
Well, we just, our 2 biggest goals for this year were to, it wasn't even another goal. Our goal was to move forward into our career. That was just the one goal, whether we wanted to take the year that we look at how we started the year and then look at how we ended the year and just kind of sum everything up and see if we made progress. And then our other big goal is to get a booking agent. And we got a booking agent. His name is Freddie Del Rio, and we got really lucky to be working with him. And then a bonus thing was we ended up signing with Ricochet Management, who manages Memphis Mayfire and Suicide Silence.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And so those were 2 big goals. But the other goal was just to at least do a couple tours to end the year. And so far, we're right on track with our goals. So our goals for next year is just to try and be touring full time and hopefully sign a deal with a label.
Okay, I've heard the term Boys of Fall before, but I've never gotten the reference to what that's to. I think August Burns Red has a song called Boys of Fall as well, and so what does that name mean and where does it come from?
We're actually big Kenny Chesney fans.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. You know what? There was no meaning behind the name. We took just a list of names, and that was just kind of one we ended on, and we all hate it now, but it's just we've gone for so long with it, and it's just kind of became who we are, so we're sticking with it. But there's no meaning behind the name. There's no
okay.
deal with it.
We got a couple fun ones, and we'll wrap it up here. All right, Boys of Fall was a tribe on Survivor. Which member of the band would be the winner, and which one would go home first?
Jake would go home first because he's kind of a diva, and I don't mean to sound narcissistic, but I would definitely go home last.
Why's that?
I just, I don't know. Everybody in my band kind of, I don't know. It would either be me or Bean. Bean's the drummer, and he's just very like hands-on, and no matter what happens, it's always like, all right, how can we fix that, or how can we keep moving? And everybody else in the band is kind of like one of those like, it's broke, we're fucked type bands.
All right, one more. If I have a feeling you're a Swiftie. Are you a Swiftie?
I don't know what Swiftie means.
A Taylor Swift fan.
Oh no, I'm not Swiftie.
Oh, you're not a Taylor Swift fan? Dang, I was hoping you would. Okay. Well, if she could write a song about you, whether y'all date, get married, or just hang out or whatever, she wrote a song about you, what would it be called and what would it be about?
Oh, shit. That's a tough one. I don't know. It would probably just be about, I don't know. I don't know. I don't like Taylor Swift to begin with, so it would probably just be about me not giving her the time of day.
Okay.
And what would it be named? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Bye, Mikey. I don't know.
All right, then. You got anything else to say to the fans or people who might stumble upon this or anything?
Check us out on YouTube, Boys of Fall MI, Facebook, Boys of Fall Official, and we have a bunch of acoustic covers and we have a couple singles out, so just check it out.
And that was Soundcheck with Michael from Boys of Fall. Go check them out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all that cool stuff, and keep up with them and see what they have coming up in the future. Thanks for listening. Now back to the podcast.
All right, and we are back, guys. That was Soundcheck, our new segment. If your band is interested in maybe being a part of Soundcheck, maybe we can set something up. Contact Trenton at southeastpitreport.com, and maybe we can set something up via Skype or
Call in or
something.
in person if you're local or around. And this isn't limited to our area. So if you're in California, Canada, UK, anywhere.
Thailand.
Yep, anywhere.
Amsterdam.
Yeah, literally anywhere. Just
the Congo.
Hit us up.
Yes, if you
the
are
African
in
bush.
if you are in the Congo
and in a drum circle, please hit us up. We will feature your drum circle.
And you listen to our podcast, please hit us up. We want to feature you guys on Soundcheck. But yeah, so we're going to take you guys back to the summer this time on our interview. Who do we got for him this week, Trenton?
This week is a little throwback to Warped Tour with While She Sleeps. I was able to talk to them for a little bit about stuff they have going on, about Warped Tour, about stuff they're probably doing now. But that's okay because they are awesome. They were fun to talk to, and it was a great interview. So
yeah, and our buddy Jacob went out on the road with them for a couple of days.
Yeah, Jacob Shepard. Yeah, he did. Shout out to him. So.
Yeah, so he got to hang out with those dudes while he, after he finished his 5-day run with August Burns Red.
That band.
Who's
they're the kind of band that needs to be on Soundcheck.
That's right. God, nah. Excited about those guys hitting the road.
Oh yeah, sure, for sure.
Heck yeah, they're so good.
Yeah, let's get to it, everybody.
Let's do it.
This is our interview from Warped Tour 2015 with While She Sleeps.
How you guys doing? This is Trent with Southeast Pit Report, hanging out here at the Warped Tour with While She Sleeps. How you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Huh?
How's you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. Introduce yourselves and also doing the band real quick.
Yeah, I'm Loz Taylor and I do vocals for While She Sleeps.
I'm Aaron McKenzie, I play bass guitar.
Okay, awesome. How's Warped Tour been treating you guys so far?
Good.
Good?
It's been melting us.
Melting you?
Yeah.
You're still in one piece though, so that's good.
Yeah, one piece. But I'm just losing mass, which is good news.
Yeah, that's always a good thing.
Yeah, it's been great, man. Like people have been coming out to the shows. It's been shows.
And then I lost my laptop.
Okay.
Yeah, so we came out in 2013 and did Warped Tour, so this time we feel really sort of like we know it better, and so we're enjoying ourselves this time. We're trying to get involved with like activities, like everybody went bowling and we did that. We didn't do that the first year, and we're gonna go skydiving and stuff.
Oh wow,
but that's like a special treat for us.
Yeah, we rented like a party boat out and shit a few days ago. So all in all, it's great. It's a summer of fun, man. You know what I mean? It's like fucking summer camp for bands. You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very fun.
I was talking to As It Is earlier today, and we're talking about how there seems to be like a little British invasion on Warped Tour this year. It seems like there's
There's always a lot of British bands coming over, man. It was the same we did it. There was who was that?
Architects.
Yeah, Architects. There was a few English bands. Like Alvarez Kings were out. They're out again this year.
Yeah.
So we've got As It Is this year. Then we've got Mallory Knox who are out. Ask Alexandria.
Moose Blood.
Yeah. So yeah, I think more so than any other year.
Yeah, it seems like that way. It
Quite
seems
a lot
like
of British bands. So
Here we got Moose Blood, Neck Deep, Asking Alexandria. They're kind of English. They live out here more now.
I'm Ukrainian now.
Yeah. Well, what's
You're
it?
European, I
What's
guess.
that? Yeah, European. Yeah. Mallory Knox, did we say?
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of British bands.
Yeah. So is that like you guys have seen a lot of familiar faces from home on here, kind of?
Yeah, it's cool. But we hadn't necessarily met a couple of those bands before, so we heard a lot about them, obviously, but playing
Yeah.
in different circuits, so we don't get to see them that
Yeah.
much. So it's nice that I was chilling with Moose Blood last night.
Yeah.
They're great dudes.
Would you say that's like an unlikely? I guess I've been asking this question. Is that like an unlikely friendship between bands based on genre, kind of?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, obviously we got festivals like Slam Drunk and stuff over there that kind of is turning into a bit of like a UK Warped scene.
Okay.
It's doing really well, and like they're adding more dates to it and stuff. So, and that's like a big collaboration of different sort of styles and genres. So, we like you always meet bands along those lines. But yeah, it wouldn't maybe happen on a normal tour. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Awesome.
Which is cool.
Awesome. So you guys have a new record out right now. Go ahead and talk about that for a little bit. What it's called and what it's about and all that
we
stuff.
have a new album that came out quite recently in America. Maybe just a couple of months.
Yeah.
Called Brainwashed, actually.
Okay.
I guess I was going through a lot of throat surgery, and the guys were spending a lot of time out in the woods and like away from sort of press, media,
Distractions from society.
Yeah.
I think that's where the title came from. I think being on tour, you can pick and choose more. Like obviously, people are brainwashed constantly. You can't even help it. Do you know what I mean? But when you're taken from sort of a touring sort of bubble and then slammed, like obviously I had throat surgery, I was sat in front of a TV. Do you know what I mean? I couldn't speak for like a few weeks and shit.
Yeah.
So I think that's where the sort of.
I think even when you're touring though, like you like go and you can experience a lot of different cultures and stuff. You end up being in like your own bubble. You never really like get deep in within the society. Like I've never really been that deep in the society. Like I left school and I did a job for like a year and a half and like came straight out, quit that, and we just like started doing band and stuff. Like we just took it like bull by the horns. We just went at it full weight and you know, we just see that like a lot of people like we're the same. You can't help it. It's done from birth. There's fucking signs everywhere. There's the media, the TV, like telling you how you should be and everything like that. So we just think like trying to like it's like a wake up call really, like to ourselves as well as everybody else that like we need to try and get out of it. Because at the end of the day, we're a fucking ball of rock in space, and we think that fucking creating money and fucking making sure we fucking on all this shit, we think that's the right thing to do, and we should be helping everybody. You know what I mean? It's fucking half the world going starving, man, in fucking America and England and fucking consuming. If everybody consumed the rate of England and America, it would take 2.5 planet Earths per year just to sustain fucking life. So, do you know what I mean? We need to stop all this bullshit and recognise that we need to help everybody out.
Okay.
That's what everything's about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just
And like it's just you can even do it on a smaller basis. So like if you're next to it, if there's a Starbucks there and there's an independent coffee shop there, and like you're just always drawn towards the signs and stuff. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like just try and think a bit more about where you're getting your products from as well as.
And wait to say, man, fucking I see that McDonald's and I'm like, oh, I'm like, no, fucking stop it.
You know how good that double cheese is already.
Yeah, you don't really want to eat it. It'll make it taste good, so spend all your money.
But yeah, we
You
just
get fat and then you need healthcare. Oh, who can afford healthcare? She's got a shitty job.
we just we're getting older and hopefully, well, obviously more immature, but more mature, and we're trying to just think about stuff a bit more.
Yeah.
And that's where the whole
It's a fucking
Things,
minefield of
okay.
conversation and fucking
Brainwashed.
minefield of conversation. You can talk about it for hours. You know?
Yeah.
So we try to put all that into an album.
Okay. So, real quick, just a little fun thing here. Do your best American accent, real quick.
I mean, which state are you talking about, man?
Well, we're in the South, so do the South.
In the South, I mean, it's kind of like this. I mean, we're near Texas, kind of near Texas, Alabama, something like that.
What about you?
What do you think to that?
It's pretty good.
I don't know. I'm really bad at it.
But it is.
I'm really
You're really bad at them?
I'm not going to try.
New York. You feel about hot dog. It's just. When I get put on the spot, it's really hard to do. But
We've got a thing with our band where when we're around other people that speak differently to us, we can't help but like accidentally mimic.
Yeah.
Or like try and like copy how they speak. So it doesn't even matter if we're just over the border in England and go to Scotland. Like we'll all just start speaking in Scottish like, by accident. So it's kind of funny. People think we're taking the piss out of them, but we're just kidding.
So what do you guys got going on after Warped Tour and all that?
We've got like a few tours lined up. There's like a little rumour that's meant to be really down low, so maybe don't put it in. But we might be coming back in January with Bullet for My Valentine.
Oh wow.
Which would be really cool.
Okay.
We kind of know those guys. Done a few like tours with them, and we've got a tour coming up like soon.
yeah, September.
Okay.
So we go out with them, and then maybe that'll carry on out here. I guess it depends if they like us.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're trying to like lay the foundation down again because after we took the 2 years out, it was hard.
Yeah.
It's like people lose interest really quickly nowadays.
Yeah.
So we're trying to build momentum back up and trying to lay the foundation now for for January and hopefully like trying to gain a bit more success over here because after all, it's America.
Yeah.
And we like it out here. So it'd be nice to come and be out here a bit more and make a bigger fan base and hopefully people be into it. Like.
Yeah, bring Architects with you. They haven't been out here in a while either. they've been, I guess, hiding somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah.
But,
So yeah, it's that's what we're going to like Southeast Asia and we're doing a few shit. We're opening loads of band stores out there, so it should be really cool and like we're just keeping busy really. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so I've got a couple fun ones for you guys. Ready for this? What is the most awkward, unique thing you've had to sign?
Awkward thing we had to sign.
Yeah. Something memorable or
anus, like actual wrinkly.
Oh, not the cheek. Like
No, in the inside.
Oh.
Wall cavity. Inside. I had to like put my pen in and like just scribble. You think I'm joking, man?
I believe you.
No,
I've got
I
the weird
really.
stuff.
I was just trying to think of what's all
I don't know. Had some weird stuff. Like this girl came up to us the other day and was just rubbing all our bellies, and she said she had an obsession with like belly fluff, and I was just like, you don't know where I've been.
We don't sound that much weird shit, really. I've signed pants before, I think. That's as weird as it gets.
Okay. You guys,
Titties.
that's always
Always
in there.
signing titties.
Prosthetic legs and titties is basically.
We did a prosthetic leg before. Part people's parts.
I think I can remember that.
Nothing ever stands out when I'm put on the spot with weird stuff. There will definitely be something strange though.
Okay. All right. You guys Taylor Swift fans?
Who?
Taylor Swift?
No.
You're not?
Sure, it's catchy tunes, but I think people write those tunes for her, so she's a fake. So
Okay. I was just about to ask if you got to date Taylor Swift and she wrote a song about you, what would it be called and what would it be about?
Probably be written by somebody else who she pays.
I'd write a song about her, say it called "You look a bit like my sister, so this is weird."
So he's never ever gonna get back together with her. Psycho whore. These aren't like. Because how come all these guys are wrong? How come she's the one in the right? Fuck her, she's probably psycho.
There you go.
Okay then.
Put that in.
Oh, yeah, it's all in here. So, what do you guys got? I already asked you that question. What you got? Is there anything else you want to promote or anything right now?
Just like if you already know the band and you're gonna be coming out on Warped Tour, then thanks. Or if you've seen us play live for the first time already on the tour, then cheers for checking us out. If you don't know us, where the fuck have you been?
If you don't know us and you stumbled across this interview, pick up Brainwashed, our second album, and we're on Monster Stage on Warped if you come out.
Okay.
Every day.
Well, thank you guys so much.
No, thank you.
I'm Trendon with Southern Spirit Report. This is While She Sleeps, and thanks for listening.
And we are back.
Yeah, we are back. What are we listening to?
Probably the most exciting album that I'm ready to hear tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Yep.
Tomorrow is from our boys in For Today. It's off their new album that comes out tomorrow called Wake.
Yes, it is. And hopefully we'll be able to hit those guys up on this tour they're going out on with Fit for King, Phineas, and Silent Planet. So, but yeah, their album's called Wake. It comes out tomorrow, which is October 2nd, 2015.
The track you're listening to right now is called Broken Lens.
And it is a very hard-hitting track.
Yeah, it's their first release on Nuclear Blast Records. I was excited when I found out that these guys were leaving Razor and Tie and going to Nuclear Blast. But,
Holmes, who's also home to another band who had a phenomenal record this year called Thy Art Is Murder. Some guys from Down Under in Australia. So yeah, they're label mates now, and
Let's see who else was on there on that. I believe I'm drawing a blank here, so we'll just skip ahead.
okay, skip ahead. Another album coming out this week on October 2nd is Children of Bottom, and that is called I Worship Chaos.
Yeah, that's going to be a great record too.
I haven't really listened to them that much, so
I've gotten a couple of press releases on it. I haven't
Yeah.
heard the full thing yet, but it's heavy. It's
Okay.
nice.
we also have Fit for an Autopsy, which is called Absolute Hope, Absolute Hell. And then another big one, we have Trivium, Silence in the Snow. Again, I'm not a huge Trivium person, so I'm not sure really what to commentate about that one.
I wish Trevor was here. Trevor's a huge Trivium fan. One of our reporters down in Florida, he is a huge Trivium fan, and he just covered them. So we've got some live shots that just went live on the
Maybe
website.
we could try to bring him on a podcast, have Trevor call in and do a little interview with him. Maybe.
Maybe we can get them both on here. Get Trevor to drive up from Florida.
Okay, another one that comes out, Seven Dust, Kill the Flow.
Seven Dust is I was never a fan of Seven Dust until I saw them on tour with For Today.
Okay.
Um,
that was the Asking Alexandria one.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
Asking Alexandria, Seven Dust, All That Remains, and For Today. And
Okay.
I'd heard of Seven Dust, and I'd heard different tracks and stuff like that. But I've come to realize something about Seven Dust.
What's that?
That is one of the most humble bands that you will ever come across.
Mm-hmm.
They were so, if it wasn't for bands like Seven Dust, For Today wouldn't be here, Asking Alexandria wouldn't be here.
Yeah,
Seven
exactly.
Dust has been doing this a long freaking time. And they were one of the openers for this. It was For Today, then Seven Dust, then All That Remains, and then Asking Alexandria, which I thought was completely backwards to begin with when I saw that lineup. Not anything against any of the bands that was on there, but to me it should have been For Today, All That Remains, Seven Dust, and Asking Alexandria. Because it was Asking Alexandria was touring. I'm trying to think of the name of that album that they had that came out that year, but it was promoting that album. So yeah, they were the headliner. But if it wasn't for bands like Seven Dust, then bands like For Today and all of them would not be here. And they were so humble that entire show. They were like, "Thank you guys so much for letting us be here. Thanks Asking Alexandria for letting us come on this tour." No, Asking Alexandria should have begged you to come on this tour.
Yeah. Well, for you hip hop rock fans, Manifest has an album called Reborn coming out. And to wrap it all up, one of the bands that Kevin Lyman has proclaimed as one of the hardest working bands on the Vans Warped Tour, New Year's Day, they have a new album called Malevolence coming out as well.
They dropped a new single for that. That band was really cool. I'd never heard of them until they started getting promoted on for the Vans Warped Tour, but I really dig that band. Apparently everyone else does too, because when I post a picture of them from Warped Tour on Instagram, it freaking blows up. And so yeah,
You got a little sample.
I've got a
Get ready to
little
fire
sample.
up. You guys heard a sample of For Today. Actually, a lot of For Today. For
Yeah,
this
that was the
segment,
entire
so,
song. Whoops.
so
Don't know if I
let's,
was supposed to do that or not, but I did it anyways, and I
so-
don't care.
So let's throw New Year's Day up here and
Let's
see what we can expect from them.
let's throw a little. This track's called "Scream." Well, maybe not if the it wants to.
We can cut that part out.
So here we go with New Year's Day. Yeah, like I said, I really dug those.
Got a little bouncy intro, a little bouncy.
Yeah, they were
Very
playing.
good.
They were playing the Journey stage on this year's Warped Tour, so they were really fun. Very charismatic, I want to say.
They walk around the line selling stuff and trying to get people to come see their set. So it's cool that they still do that. They're like literally out there like with people trying to promote themselves and get a good crowd and everything.
Yeah, I dig that when bands do that. Like, you get a lot more respect from me if you're out there pushing your stuff, and trying to sell an album or trying to sell tickets than if you're going to be a band that's just going to sit back and expect everything to come to you.
Yeah.
So, like, it's so. I'm trying to think. I think it was Atreyu. I think when we were talking to Alex the other day from Atreyu, he was talking about how it was like coming up, making sure you had to sell records versus the streaming aspect that we have now, and it's so easy for bands to just pop stuff up on Spotify or put it up on YouTube, and people just hear their music because it's right at their fingertips. But when you're out there having to push it and promote your stuff, then you get a lot more respect from me when you're trying to get people to buy and listen to your music than just hoping that somebody will just click on it and play it or whatever. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, man, this is New Year's Day called Scream.
Off of Malevolence, out October 2nd, and by the time you hear this, it'll be out already. So
make sure you pick it up.
This podcast will be out during the first week. First week sales mean a ton to a band, so if you dig this band, iTunes, Best Buy, go wherever you can and pick it up.
Definitely pick up every album or stream every album. I definitely encourage you to buy the physical album because that means a lot more to the bands than streaming. But if you're not a person that buys albums and you're like, I pay $10 a month for Spotify or Google Play or whatever is out there,
Loop it and so it plays a million times until I can get it.
Play the crap out of it. But yeah, the two albums that I'm looking forward to tomorrow that's coming out is definitely New Year's Day and definitely For Today. Those are my two big ones that are coming out. Then I say third place would be Seven Dust.
Okay.
So at least pick up those three for me. Those are Josh's 3 picks for tomorrow.
I mean,
what about you, Ken?
It's a limited list for bands I have interest in, so I will say For Today as well. I'm digging this New Year's Day track. So I'm gonna say,
I am too.
I'm gonna
really
say New Year's Day, and I'm gonna throw a curveball here and drop out Manifest.
Manifest.
That's kind of like a nostalgia type artist for me. I found him a while back, and I haven't really followed him much, and so I haven't really kept up with anything he's doing. So it'd be
I didn't
great
even know he was still around, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it'd be great to throw him on Spotify and see what he puts out. So yeah, I guess for me it'd be For Today, Manifest, and New Year's Day.
What do we got coming up for the following weeks? Do I see a little Coheed and Cambria on there?
Yeah, the 9th will be a little quiet. You got Coheed and Cambria, Mayday Parade, A Skylit Drive, which City and Color. I mean, it's a small list, but it's a good list. So
there's a lot of good quality there.
But just wait till the 16th, y'all. I'm seeing a lot of good stuff coming out that day. So.
All right. Well, we're going to wrap it up. This is Josh and
this is Trenton.
And this is Straight Out the Pit, brought to you in part by SoutheastPitReport.com. Subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on YouTube. All that wonderful stuff. We've got a ton more interviews and music news coming your way.
And also, go check out our soundcheck guest, Boys of Fall, and our main guest back from Warped Tour, While She Sleeps. And see y'all next week.
Peace out. I'm going to cut that out.